Hey everybody, John Soriano here, filming Au Natural out here in New York. So, I wanted to start doing a series of videos this summer, partially because it's kind of cool to film it out here, but also just to start adding some info to maybe help some folks out if it resonates with them. So, these are going to be short films, 3 to 5 minutes maybe, and hopefully you'll find something of value to them. So, starting today, I wanted to talk about state, not Florida or New York or whatever state you're living in. But I'm talking about emotional state. Because thinking of things like stress, for example, or anxiety, depression, sadness, we speak of these things, we think of these things sometimes as if they're entities of their own outside of us, and they have this some kind of control over us. But the truth of the matter is, and this might be somewhat controversial to say, but it's been my experience for a long time, over a number of years, helping people through these kind of things, that they're all, with the rare exceptions of organic issues, uh, such as traumatic brain injuries or blood chemical issues, things like that. But barring that, these are really an inside job, right? Because we are focusing on things in a certain way. We're using our physiology in a certain way and creating these states. Because really, you have two points of entry for this. You have what you're bringing in, and what you bring in is not just via the senses, right? What you were focusing on is not a thing of the senses. What you're focusing on is a thing of perception, right? So, for example, and Tony Robbins gives a great example of this. You're at a party and you look in one direction, and everybody's dancing, having a good time, and they're like, "Wow, that party was kicking." Or you face and look in the other corner for the whole night, and you have this couple fighting the whole night, and that's all you focused on the whole night. Your perception of the party is going to be, "Wow, man, that was intense. I mean, that was pretty," but it was the same party. So it was just a matter of where your perception was. So your tip for today, in order to change perception quickly, is to use questions and to change your physiology, right? So how do we do that? If you're feeling kind of sad, start focusing via questions, right? That's the easiest way to do it, as opposed to trying to use willpower to say, I must think happy thoughts, like Mufasa, right? We're not doing that. It's just not an easy way to do it, right? So if you're kind of bummed, or you just don't like where you're at emotionally at the moment, say, well, what could I be happy about right now? Or even actually more powerful than that, what could I be grateful for right now? Now, when you first ask yourself the question, you might be like, well, nothing. Okay, well, cool. So then you have to kind of play with your own head a little bit and say, okay, well, what could I be grateful about? Kind of takes the pressure off a little bit. And you start to answer the question if you ask it enough times with congruency. That is what's going to shift you. Now, the other thing to do in terms of the physiology part of it is move. You need to move. Get up to move. Get up to breathe. Do anything and everything to move and change your state. Or there's this little thing called tapping, right? You may have heard of it. You can see quite a bit of it in these videos. That's also actually a physiological thing as well as the other components of it. But bottom line is, if you shift your focus and you shift your physiology, you will shift your state. And you're in control of that. Now, if you try it right now, absolutely right now, as soon as this video is over, you do what I asked you to do, right? You're going to see that it works. And then you're going to realize something. You're going to realize that you have power over your own mind. And that sadness or any negative emotional state is not an entity of itself. It's something that is an inside job, and it's something that you can now you've created, you can now uncreate it. Okay? If you have any questions, just pop them in the comments section. As I have lost my cursor here, so you're going to see me looking really close at the camera because I'm doing this outside. I'll just probably do the finger button here. Anyway, have a good one. See you next time.